America's Freedom Foundation is a nonprofit, volunteer-driven foundation dedicated to educate the rising generation to appreciate and preserve the blessings of freedom and liberty, to honor those the world over who have distinguished themselves in the cause of liberty, to celebrate our freedoms and the 4th of July. America's Freedom Foundation is dedicated to strengthen America's freedom-enabling institutions. Join us now for a brief tour of the Foundation's flagship events, all designed to achieve these 4 purposes. We educate and seek to inspire young Americans to understand, appreciate, and embrace the privileges and responsibilities of freedom. Of the many events dedicated to realizing this vision, none is more significant than the Hope of America Student Showcase.
We're the hope of America. Where there's hope, there's America. She's a land that we love, blessed by heaven above. Please protect our rights and liberty.
The Foundation now provides curriculum to nearly 50 schools, bringing to life American history and the principles of freedom in the hearts and minds of elementary-age children. After months of study and preparation, more than 5,000 children gather at year-end before an audience of 20,000 for a musical performance promoting American values, responsible citizenship, and physical, mental, and moral fitness. Envision this program spreading to communities across the country, instilling a love of country and liberty in hundreds of thousands of our children, the true hope of America. Each year, the Foundation honors and bestows America's Freedom Award upon a few very special individuals who have gone to extraordinary lengths to establish and preserve freedom at home and abroad. The Freedom Awards Gala is one of the most stirring and inspiring of all our events. Each year, the Foundation enthusiastically produces America's Freedom Festival at Provo, a series of over 25 events, including the Grand Parade, festival days, sporting tournaments, the Freedom Run, and the Patriotic Service, all dedicated to sustaining the Founding Fathers' vision of celebrating our nation's freedom and independence. The celebration culminates in the annual Stadium of Fire, the nation's largest patriotic event featuring top talent performers, the honoring of military service men and women and their families, and a colossal spectacle of fireworks. The Stadium of Fire is also broadcast to troops around the world over the American Forces Network.
I had one of the most amazing experiences in my life. It was probably the most patriotic event I was ever a part of.
Good evening, LaVelle Edwards Stadium. This is Captain Shane Saw Jensen, lead pilot for the 4th Fighter Squadron 3D, Fighter Wing Hill Air Force Base, Utah. Welcome to Stadium of Fire. Happy birthday, America!
Had a moment where we introduced like military families. This was the most touching thing of the whole event. And so, unbeknownst to one of the families, they brought back the brother and the son of this family. So, like, I'm introducing these families on stage, and then I got to say, by the way, you're hoping your brother comes back, right, for your birthday in August. Well, what if I pretend it's August? And then walking down the field was the brother. I mean, the whole place, just tears were flowing everywhere. It was really incredible. And then Martina McBride was awesome, as we knew she would be. She rocked the house. I mean, I've seen her in concert a couple of times, and I don't ever think I heard her any better. And then I saw the biggest, best fireworks display I've ever seen in my life. But it was just a theme of patriotism, and I got to tell you, it was unbelievable.
I'll never forget the time I went to the first Stadium of Fire. The patriotism here is wonderful. I think people forget how lucky we are to live in America. And they have choices. They can make choices. Many countries in the world, you can't have that freedom to make choices.
Just seeing the patriotism, it just absolutely just moves you. It's all America. It's what we stand for. It's what the founding fathers wanted this country to be in the first place. The American dream is to have the opportunity to go out and make your dreams come true. But the big American dream is making sure that we understand where we came from, what the purpose of this country was. And that's why I feel strong about giving back not only to education, but this Freedom Foundation. We have to remember where we're from and what this whole country's about. We remind people all the blessings we have here, that we should always honor our heritage. We should honor our flag. We should honor our servicemen. They're out there defending our freedom. They're allowing me to be a free person. I love America.
We need to have our freedoms so that we can instill in our children's children the patriotism that we had when we were young. It's a very unique thing to say, I'm an American. And we must never forget those that fought so hard to give us the freedom that we have. We must never forget that.
To the long-standing traditions of celebrating, educating, and honoring, America's Freedom Foundation has expanded its mission to include a new fourth, strengthening America's engine of freedom, free enterprise. To this end, we are pleased to announce the formation of America's Free Enterprise Alliance, an emerging volunteer alliance of business, government, and educational leaders dedicated to inspiring greatness in America's freedom-enabling institutions and their people.
Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
What, you may ask, can I do to support such a cause? We invite you to give what you can give, your support, your financial resources, your influence, to preserve and expand the foothold of freedom in this nation, and to extend the light of freedom to all nations of the earth.